Greetings, quantum observers. I'm the coder in the program, and we're going to pick up right where we left off, and we're going to get some updating going on in our code. So we will start with creating a part of our wrapper where we're going to have a start method and an update method that sits outside of this main. That way we can keep everything separate, and we can actually have a section where we can copy and paste this into any script that we want. So let's create a bool that is called has setup. Oops. And we'll make that false to start. And if we have not set up, false, then we want to run our start method, and we'll put that up here. Void start, and we will also have an update method right below that that we'll throw in here. That way we don't mix our hard code with our soft code. So we're also going to need an update timer. Let's put in something called update timer. We'll make that equal to 0. Oh man, I'm full of typos. Alright, and in our start method, we are going to set our update frequency. I talked about that in the last video. There's a couple different frequencies we can actually set this to. And let's start out with just one. How we do that is just like that. So this means this will update every tick. And there's also update 10, which will do every 10 ticks, and 100, which you guessed it, every 100 ticks. So we're going to test out and see how fast update 1 goes. Let's go down here, and every time this updates, let's add to our update timer, and let's put this on our LCD screen so we can see exactly how fast this is updating. And we'll do that by setting it inside our little function here. Write text, update timer to string. And let's see if that works. Control A, Control C, Control A, Control V. Let's make sure we don't have any errors. Looks like we're all right. Let's recompile and run. All right, now we can see how fast that's updating. That's pretty fast. We really don't need our code to be updating that much. I'm not even sure that there's anything that we would be doing with this program block that we would need that many updates. So let's chill that out a little bit. Let's go. Let's just edit it in here real quick and hit OK, and we'll recompile and run. So this is every 10 ticks. See, that's still a little fast. As you can see, the difference between each one. And now we'll try update every 100 ticks. And that's running fine. Now this Now, for some of the code that we're going to be using, this might be a little bit too slow. So I think we're going to modify with our own update frequency based on the update 10. So we'll go back in here and we will edit this. We'll say, all right, update 10. So in order to do this, we're going to have to split this, this update speed. So we're going to make our own update frequency variable, and we're going to cut this 10 in half. So it'll be update every 5. In order to do that, we'll keep our update timer here being added, and if our update timer is greater than our update frequency, then we'll run our actual update function. And while we're in here, we don't need to keep running this code over and over again either. So we can cut that out of there, and we can put that up here. Oh wait, we do need the right text to not just print one time at the beginning. We need that to be in our update function. So just like that, we have created our own little start and update functions within this this wrapper. And now these, or all of this down here, will be our hard code that we can just copy and paste into any other code or any other script that we create. So now that we have our update frequency set to 2, this should cut this update 10 frequency here in half. So let's try that out. Let's see how that works. Save, and then we'll go into edit and check our code. Everything seems to be running all right, or no errors rather. And we'll recompile and run. Now that seems like an alright speed. For like, I guess this would be good for checking whether or not your autopilot is at a certain location, and you know, then send it on its way. But for most for most programs, we still don't even need it to be running that fast. And what I intend on doing next in the next video is making an animation on one of these LCD screens. So we don't need an animation running that fast. So since I already have an intent already set, we're going to cut this down to 4 and see how fast that runs. Probably could have just done that in Space Engineer's editor, but that's fine. All right, and we will compile and run. Oh wait, what did I do? That still seems to be running fast. Oh, that was dumb. Alright, I see what I did wrong. So this is constantly higher. I forgot to reset it back to 0. Glad you guys saw. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, so we'll set our update timer. So none of that was actually relevant. Alright, let's try this back at 2 again. Just cutting that half. Okay. And we'll come back in here, Control A, Control V, and now we'll check our code again. Everything's compiled fine, and now we'll run it. Ooh, that's not good. Something still isn't right. What am I missing here? There's definitely a problem. Okay, update timer to string. We done. Oh, all right. We have to create another timer. So we'll do a. I know what's happening. We're never gonna get anything anywhere doing this kind of stuff. All right. So we have a display timer now, and we'll make that equal to 0. And in our update function, we'll. I told you there was going to be mistakes. So we will add to our display timer. And we will do that before our LCD call. Jeez. And we'll show the display timer. This should work. Okay. Now let's go in here, edit our code, Control A, Control V, and now we should be printing our display timer, which should be adding properly. I'm still getting some, not an error, but Control A, copy. Control A, Control V. Check the code. I probably didn't copy and paste properly. There we go. So that's working right. My bad. Well, at least you guys see that I am flawed. So we can change this, how fast everything updates now, just by changing this update frequency. And we'll probably put some of these variables down here with our actual wrapper, and I should probably do that now. Let's do that now. Okay, so things that we're going to need down there are our setup, our update timer, and our update frequency. So these are going to be our wrapper values down here. I know I'm getting a little fancy with all my commenting. Wrapper. That looks neat. It also helps to definitely verify if you are if you're actually using the in-game text editor to see exactly where your wrapper begins and where everything else is. So let's test this. Make sure that everything is still running properly and I didn't mess anything up again. There we go. Okay, so that seems like a pretty decent speed for most things. So that'll prevent a lot of this code from running, and we're going to add a lot more to this later on. But this will prevent a lot of this the massive amounts of code that we're going to throw in here from running constantly behind the scenes. So now that we got our start and update functions, I think I'll end the video there after all my shenanigans. And next video we'll start doing a little animating on these LCD screens. I know that's not really applicable in most situations, but for those who want to like change a picture under certain circumstances, or you know, something have some fancy stuff in their base, little arrows pointing one way or the other in an animated fashion. That'd be kind of neat. So we'll look into that a little bit. Well, in the next video. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next.